Hello friends and foes, get caffeinated and gear up because it is time to get messy with some paint. First things first, grab your hairbrush so we can get rid of the tangles that have been neglected for however long this bun has been in. Yeesh! We're going full egg mode. Ready? Bam! This bald cap application truly embodies the classic 2007 Hannah Montana smash hit, Nobody's Perfect, so let me live. Now for a base for the paint to sit on, we're going to use this Fenty. This brush was definitely haunted by the ghost of pigments past, but nothing grabbing a clean one and pretending it never happened can't fix. Here we see my lack of focus in real time as I get distracted covering my tattoo. There we go. Stay on topic. Wait for it. Back to the arm and around the shoulder. Really try to erase your third dimension. Pat it on out. Remove any facial jewelry you've got that you don't want to get crusty. Now once you look like someone's sleep paralysis demon, dance it out because it's time to paint. All of the products will be listed in the description and it's airbrush time. These paints are brand new and that yellow was thicker than me after the holidays, so wish me luck. Just contouring along the natural curvatures of my face, stippling some red over that airbrushed outline. Yes, somebody could make a topographical map of my head and get it mistaken for the Grand Tetons, but we contour that out too, don't worry. And because I really can't stay on the topic of face, we're moving to the head. And blend and snap, or whatever it was that Elle Wood said in Legally Blonde. Is it smart to put a cream-based paint over a water-based one? Probably not, but this red that I'm using here isn't as deep as I was hoping, so science can take a seat. I have a vision and a free sample of cream paint, so how could I not? Now we highlight with a lighter shade in order to look like the diagram of the muscular system found in every doctor's office and anatomy class. Oof, alright, so my camera died, but I just used some black liquid liner and paints to outline and shade. I took it down my arms because I like to make things more difficult than they need to be. Now we're taking these little horns I made from air dry clay and latex and applying them with liquid latex to my forehead. Cute! It's like a little party hat, but make it demonic. Make sure your latex is tacky and voila, you're ready to dance back up for Lil Nas X. Here we see me debating my farm-raised mustache I purchased because I cannot organically grow one myself. Pretty much part of my daily routine. Much to my dismay, I've determined it is not for this look. Even out your underworld complexion. If your mortal melanin levels on a scale of 1 to 10 ring in at a mayonnaise level like mine, it's gonna take a few coats, but you got it. Make that free sample work! You might be asking yourself, Frankie, why are you going this hard for an attempt to get an Instagram photo from just the shoulders up? Well, like I said, I have a condition where I like to make things more difficult than they need to be. It is both chronic and terminal, and I will stay doing the most to be the Beelzebub of the ball. To disguise the latex around the horns, I'm using the Skin Illustrator FX palette, then blending it out with my finger. This also did not have the depth I was hoping for, but why not do the other side for symmetry's sake? I'm realizing we're going to need to bring in the big guns for the horns, but there's a general idea forming. Yes! Phew! Be cool. Bringing back the almighty airbrush to pick up the slack. There we go! That's the depth I'm talking about! Ugh, so much better. And let's keep this contour montage rolling. More of that Skin Illustrator palette to get that drip. Snatch that jawline and anywhere else that you would like to have fade into the shadows. Airbrushing around my eyes is always a struggle, but I gotta say, better than my ears. Using it for ears sounds like you're in a wind tunnel, and I inevitably miss some in the shower. So if you see me out and about with random splotches of color, it's not contagious, it just be like that sometimes. Touch up here, touch up there. Now using pieces I made from polymorph plastic, it's manicure time. Ooh la la. I thought about doing a cuckoo bananas manicure because I have forms and acrylic and all that jazz, but this was the quick and dirty. I did polymorph so I could shape it how I want, but regular press-ons would work just as well. Or throw it all to the wind and barehand it. No rules, baby. Whatever feels right. I'm adhering them with latex, but because of the length of them, I would not recommend, and I ended up having to tape them down in the end. If you do take this route though, building it up with cotton would be a lot more sturdy. Now we go in with this lovely shade of Decay, but you could put any brown shadow with a clear nail polish for something similar. This product is intended to paint your teeth, but it was the exact color I wanted. And I wanted these nails to look like they had smoked 4 packs a day since birth and actively smell like sulfur. Real nice and gross. More contouring and black details. Get messy with it. Make it the definition of manicure from hell. Give it a nice ombre effect starting at the cuticle to disguise any and all latex. And buff it out with some brimstone, baby. Again, you can get the same effect with regular brushes and paint, and it probably would have been a lot easier for me if I had. But because it's been a minute since I've done body paint, I wanted to get some practice. I was clearly missing a weird, spooky smile, so I fixed that up right quick. Now the scab blood. Everyone's favorite accessory.
Precious.
Find a cotton swab, and just freeform it. It's like blending, but grosser. And I'd like to take this moment to officially dub the gross version of the verb blend to be smear. Smearing can really transform a look and work miracles. Or smearicles, if you will. I'm obviously in need of some nostrils, so let's get that black eyeliner again, or paint, or whatever you've got, and sculpt the nose of a heathen. Make your nostrils bigger in every direction and sharp as your wit. So sharp, you want TSA to confiscate them before you're allowed to board any commercial flight. Security's gonna ask you, hey, can you put those in your checked luggage? Then with a clean brush, we're going to smudge it like any good cleansing of a haunted house. I made enough nails to cover both hands, but it's good I decided against putting them all on because look how useless my grip is. Wow. Now that yellow Kryolan airbrush paint was too chunky for me to try to force through or dilute any more than I already did to get it into my airbrush. It had the texture of cottage cheese and I can't have dairy, so we're gonna dab it on like a highlight with a sponge here. Kryolan, if you'd like to make things right, you know where to find me. You know those paintings in art museums? I typically associate them with impressionist paintings, or any ones that use acrylics, really. But the ones that have obvious brush strokes and the paint is visibly thicker in certain parts, those are my favorite. And if that's the vibe that this chunky yellow is gonna bring to the table, I'll eat it and go back for seconds. Proverbially. It's probably toxic. Wow, let's take a moment to appreciate what black paint can do. Remember just minutes earlier, my head was looking like a lumpy ball of dough? Add some more scab blood for additional thick paint effect, and because you can never have too much, honestly. Ooh, tell me why I feel beautiful here. Y'all cannot tell me this is not my true form. In beauty school, one of my instructors had us all put our favorite pictures of ourselves up, and the energy of the picture that I showed was very on par with what this look is giving right now, blood and all. It was then I was told for the very first time that I'm extra. Yeah, extra sexy. Now get your eye blood, grab some teeth, mess around with the lighting, and once you figure out how to orchestrate yourself with razors in your mouth and daggers on your fingertips, it's time for my favorite part. Send a quick thirst trap to Satan himself, and cue Insta-photo montage. Would you believe all of that, and my favorite photo is this still frame from footage captured between lighting rearrangements? Moral of the story, always allow candids. Thank you, Hellions, for coming along this messy midnight body painting session. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed, and give it a thumbs down if you would like to personally damn me to hell. Either way, it's your choice. Again, all products are linked down in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi.
I have to take screenshots.